Hello. Oh, now's the time to sit down and rest. Yeah, can't get it off. Christ, there's strong magnets, aren't they, some of these things? Right, let's see if anything on Facebook. Any crap on Facebook I've got to deal with? No.
This is where I want to be. Love is la bonita. Then when the samba plays, the sun sits so hiding through my ears and steal my eyes. Spanish lullaby.
Bloody hell. What the heck's that all about? What the heck? Do-do-do. Dino Mara. I know him. Oh, confirm. There we go. Colleen Lazaruk. Weird people on here, isn't there? Spanish lullaby. Cas food. If you can't be bothered to answer the questions, Roadworthy Bristol. I'll let you join, I think.
Good morning. Welcome to the Content is Content, Tales from the Sink. MFP, hashtag MFP, man from Plumstead, goes out with aching ribs. Paparazzi went wild. Man, medical professionals were astounded this man could function with this amount of injury.
I even make myself laugh. Bloody stupid boy. Spanish lullaby. Do, do, do.
Adding drone shots of yourself on your bike is actually so easy nowadays because you no longer need to manually control it. The DJI Neo 2 has tracking technology, which honestly I didn't even know that something like this exists, and quick shot mode, which are basically just like pre-planned routes for your drone, and that makes shooting drone videos of yourself so simple. With the enhanced palm-based gesture control, you set the drone to the position you need. Like, look at me just moving my hands. Like, what in the Matrix is that? Then the most exciting option
What is the
active
Matrix?
tracking. And I get that you may be super nervous about getting your drone stuck in a
We don't have to be perfect to be real.
menus,
Do, do, do,
offers, events.
do, 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 do. Da-dum, dum. Anything going on here? No. Right. Do, 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 do.
When you collect lab books, there's a whole world.
There's a whole well. Good evening. Hello. Are you going to talk? Don't have to talk. You can if you want. I'll go, hello. Well, Cranbrook. Oh. Sorry, didn't even say hello. Oh, yeah. God, calm down. I'm not even saying anything. I'm just going to start TikTok off. Because I feel, why not? Why the friggin' hell not? Well, I don't know why people, they go on like they fancy it. I don't know. I'm like, what's that all about?
Good morning. Being an adult, part 7. Welcome to the content is content. Tales from the sink. Today, I want to talk about being an adult. I don't like it.
I don't like paying the bills.
No, actually, I like.
I don't take breaks, I don't sleep, I just grind every second of my life on the front line. No days off, yeah, I built that mindset. Why they hit snooze, I'm chasing every time set. Came from the bottom, had nothing in my pocket now. Aiming at the sky like I'm ready for the rocket.
Social media beer now open. Better than Christmas. Been a long wait. Wedding suits on. Just dancing shoes on. Just wait till you see this. Even if you don't want to buy a car, just come in just for the crack.
There, isn't it? Can you show my channel? Don't know. Probably. Don't know what your channel is. Let me just start TikTok off. You do multitasking, isn't it? I do multi-live streaming. No idea why. I get two lots of nutters. I get you lot and I get TikTok. It's like that man, he just can't get enough nutters around him. And I thought, let's do two lots. Really, I want like, I don't know, 4 phones, don't I? Eventually, when I can do Instagram lives, I'll be doing Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. I'm not doing X. You have to pay to do X lives. I'm like, what's that all about? You should better do it. But X is a bit weird. Morning. Moin? What's that when he went at home? Look at I love TikTok. They're all sitting there waiting. It's like, wow, look, they're in. I'm all right. I went to the gym tonight. I thought, oh, I'm going to see. Ribs, not too bad. I told you I've invented this new hashtag, MFP, Man from Plumstead. Did you see my video earlier? It was amazing. Man from Plumstead. The medical profession were astounded how he could function with aching ribs. They couldn't believe it. Paparazzi went wild. I went out. They went, "Are you okay?" I went, "Look, I've got to take one for the team." I made coffee for my girlfriend. I mean, I can't believe it. I went through hell. And I came back out the other side. What's it? Your name is Aisha. Is it? Hello? Oh, is it a German going? Oh, hello. Gary Fee. What? Gary Fee Cambridge. Tony, you still there? Mate, I can't believe it. I went a bit mad. I made cups of coffee. Couldn't believe it. My girlfriend, I don't know if she appreciated it or not. In my condition as well. I mean, in my condition, it was a bit achy down the gym, but I'm back on it now. Nutri-checked up. I'm Nutri-check. So I'm checking my calories. I'm determined to try and stick under my calories. I want to lose a bit of weight for my holiday, which is coming up in, I don't know, 6 weeks, 7 weeks or something like that. I don't know. As a weekend, it was good. It was good, actually. Took my old bike out. Took my old BSA. 1962 it is. That's 2 years older than me. So it's 64 years old. Mad, isn't it? I mean, it has been used every day. It wouldn't be around. Used every day, it would have been just like knackered, wouldn't it? I can't believe any of my modern bikes will be around that long. They might be. It's funny though, because everything is made to just use, isn't it? Not to be a classic. It's just made to use, isn't it? Hello. So yeah, my weekend was good actually. See my girlfriend. Pass some stuff out of the loft. In my condition, I was passing stuff out of the loft. Imagine that. What a hero. What an absolute hero. Someone's got to do it though, isn't it? Someone's got to battle through, take one for the team, innit? Is this a prize celebration stream? Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. We celebrate anyone who isn't a wanker. Anyone who's not an actual quant, we celebrate them really well. If you're a bit of a quant, then no, we don't celebrate. You can pee right off, mate. But that's my thoughts of you. You might say that's very rude, and I hope it is, because I'm actually specifically being rude to you. But I hope you don't like that, because that'll make my day. If you say you like it, I'm gutted. I'm all right. Who's that, James? I'm all right, thank you. All right, John. How are you, mate? John, can't believe it, mate. Oh, flipping hell. I've had them ringing me up. Sort of Harley Street. They want to do some studies on me because they can't believe man from Plumstead could go up in loft, sort that out, make coffee, got his motorbike out as well. I couldn't believe it, and he went out for a ride. They were like, "Are you okay?" Done park on Saturday and all. I can't believe it. What a specimen I am. Who's going to win the World Cup? I don't know. Whoever scores most amount of goals, I think, but probably not us. But might do. Who knows? We may. She didn't take money. Oh, your girlfriend? No. What's this? Ain't going to bring it home? You reckon? Why do you think she didn't money for? Are you Dutch? Is there two of you? There's obviously double. I'm seeing double. Is that a bit Dutch? And I'm seeing double. We want them to win, but they won't. Well, they might do. You never know. But it is. It's good if they do really well. It make the country feel good, doesn't it? I know John and May was just like, I'm gonna John. I've started up a new hashtag MFP, Man from Plumstead, because I think that all these youngsters are going to be aspiring. Mum and Dad, I've seen this bloke online, and he got aching ribs, and he was doing the loft. He was making cups of tea. Boys, you just want to be like me. You do. Use a passion. You feel weird. Well, you ain't got dodgy ribs. Smash your ribs. Get your mate to come around with a club hammer. Give him a good bash like that, and then or just jump on the floor, and then you'll be fine. I reckon you'll survive. You'll know what I'm going through. I managed to go out. I went to the gym, and it was all right actually. A couple of them were like, oh, I can't do that one. if there's a good boy as a deaf, well, because he don't like you. That's why he's getting rid of you. He's thinking, look at these knobs, get rid of these. I'm not going to die, I'm immortal. Found you again, subbed after work last week, but keep getting Muppets on my feed. Well, you walk barefoot sometimes. Make sure you got plenty of hot coals. Make sure you're going to have some nice razor blades, all right? They'll be good for your feet. You know, it won't be alert you, but it'll be bloody good. You'll have no corns. Whatever problems you got, you walk on some razor blades, believe you me, you think, nah, that all them problems are nothing now. Or hurt yourself, innit? You know when you hurt yourself, pain is a real good way of making you realise I've got no shit going on in my life. I think so. If you're in real pain, you know, you hurt yourself, then that's like, yeah, you think, oh, I'm not too bad. Why are you winding up? I'm not winding you up. Oh, let's have a look, all right? Yeah, I did actually. Not a bad day. Life death is pointless. A bit like happiness without sadness. Yeah, I don't want to live forever. I can imagine doing these in about 80, 90 years' time. I'll have about 7 followers by then. They'll be so bored. They think, I've heard all them stories. Maybe I should come on and give you numbers for the stories. Maybe I should give you numbers for the stories and I can give you a number, innit, of all my stories. You don't need to listen to them again. You just give you the numbers, innit? Still, you'll be by my side. Of course you will. 90 years, most of it will be in pure plastic. Well, according to you, I eat it now. I don't care. Don't bother me. The Gospel of Gary. How's it hanging? I don't know. Just down the middle, I suppose. I don't know. Depends how I rearrange it, innit? Depends. I mean, I've never been to a shoot shop and I say, what side do you dress, sir? I've never had that problem, really. You're at 29 this summer. I can tell you 6 to 8 years would be more than enough. I'll tell you what. Have I vaccinated? Yeah. Yeah, I've had my chicken pox, measles, mumps and rubella or whatever it was. Flu jabs. I've had loads of them. What's left? I'll tell you what. Where was it? I was out on our bikes the other week, or a couple of weeks ago. Going on, there's this bump. I know it's there, but I forgot it was there. Pinel. I thought they were up in my throat. Actually, I've got 2 lumps up here. It was like, oh God, that was. I was cursing. Gary done my missus and made me watch. What sort of watch? A Garmin? What's your honest opinion on smart cars? I had 5 in a row, mate. I had 5. I mean the 2 ones, you know, because I wanted one, and then what did I do? I treated myself to one, and I used it and I liked it. It was super economical. I loved it. Sold it, bought another one. Sold it. Then I couldn't get one. I was gutted. Then they come up, so I bought 2. I thought I'm having 2 here in case I can't get another one. You just use them, use them for a month, 2 months, 3 months, and put it up for sale. Sell it, and then buy another one. I was gutted. What's this? Feeling very antisocial. All right. Is there another chat? I can't see. Yeah, it's this one. That's TikTok. Gary does birds. Of course I do, mate. I love a chicken. I love a chicken or a bit of. Who don't like turkey? It's not that, mate. What, do you not like chicken? You don't like KFC? You ain't lived, have you? Imagine that. He ain't done KFC. Imagine that. What a sheltered life you've lived. What a sheltered life in your takeaway, don't know, career. Hello. Bloody TikTok. I quite like TikTok. There's a few on there, a few knobs on there though, but you just like try and ignore them really. There's one bloke keeps saying, can you do my missus? Can you do my missus? Black pudding, I've never eaten it if I'm honest. It always looks a bit, yeah, doesn't it? Are we mates? I don't even know you, mate. Never ever, was the topic KFC? No, he said birds. So someone said birds and I think, well, you've never had a bird? Never had a bird? Well, never had any chicken? Oh yeah, a bit of chicken, bit of cat. I don't like KFC actually. It's almost like you need to wash your hands after you've eaten it. It's all like, ugh. Although, what did I have the other week? I did have this. I'm sure that was in KFC. It was like this burger. We had burger sauce or something in it, chicken burger thing. Really got no lettuce. I said, get that out. I don't want that. None of that shite in there. Yeah, McDonald's is mine. A chocolate hostage? Why? Why wouldn't you eat it? What would be the point of that? Name Jeff. Well, you're coming across as about 7. I mean, if you get excited about coming onto a live where you shouldn't be on there, great, mate. And there's a God. Subway. I don't know. I don't really like Subways, really. I prefer... it's McDonald's for me. McDonald's. What's it called? Fillet of fish. Fillet of fish is my preferred. That's my preferred. Slim chickens, quite like that. Five Guys, I can't afford to go to Five Guys. You want to eat a chocolate hostage? Who don't like chocolate? What's up with you then, mate? You've got something wrong with you, haven't you? You've got something wrong. Other than just being an imbecile and an immature, you've just got I don't know, you don't like chocolate. What's that over? You ever done a man's missus behind his back? Why would you go behind his back? He might want to watch, but there you go, I don't know. Anti-salad. I'm not anti-salad, it's just they gave me lettuce and it was just almost like, it was, my life was flashing before me. Silly questions, tell me about it, mate. Oh, this is welcome to the internet, which is full of people that have no conversational skills. You can tell when someone has a conversational skill because you know what? They're able to ask you sensible questions. Someone who asks you stupid questions has no conversational skill. Can you imagine going out with them? Can you just imagine what they'd be like? Oh, I can't talk. I can't talk because I'm not anonymous. Put them behind a board. Actually, put them in a burqa. They'd sing like a canary, wouldn't they? Put them in the dock and put them in a burqa. They'd be like singing like a canary. Favourite curry? Chicken tikka masala, I think. What's all the vegetables? I don't like vegetables. I'm terrible. Chinatown? No. I don't really like thingies. I don't know what you call it. I'm not really into Chinese. I prefer Indian, personally. I should go up there, though. It's quite nice, isn't it, I think? Probably be nice to go up there for the night, go to Chinatown and go see a show. But how much would that be? I mean, I'll think to see a show, go for a nice meal, stay in a hotel up there. What are you talking like? It's probably like 800 quid in it, I would think. Grand. I don't know. It's 500 quid a minimum in it, I would have thought. But at the moment, they gave all the workers 15. Did they? What's the other? I don't like vegetables. Antipasta. I don't mind that. Do you remember CFAX? Yeah. Chinese live in Tokyo. Oh dear. Antipasta. I'm not antipasta. I like fillet. What's it? Ideal second car on a 15 grand budget. It's hard to say, mate. But you can't ask me. How could you ask me? Because you're going to get what I think, innit? Which is no. Actually, do you know what? I don't give a flying fig what car you get. Get one that don't go wrong. If you say, look, I can buy this car, I don't really like it, but it's never going to go wrong, and I can drive it for 20 years, I'll say, that's the magic car ever. What's the most birds you've done in one night? I've had a whole bargain bucket years ago up the Old Kent Road. We're at the Old Kent Road, and on the way back, I boshed into KFC, so on a bargain bucket, mate. So I've probably done, 8 birds that night. 8 birds, you know. I mean, I was never one like drink 10 pints and shag 5 birds. My idea was drink Coca-Cola and eat a bargain bucket. That was my idea of a good night. But there you go. Buy a Land Rover. buy a Range Rover. Buy a Range Rover and then go and see a psychiatrist. Go and see a psychiatrist and say, actually, no, go and buy a Range Rover and see your bank manager and say, look, I need to borrow some money. Why? Well, I've got a Range Rover there, say, don't worry, we've got a plan for you. They come in, the men are coming in white coats and they go, what's this? Don't worry, can you put your hand there and there? And they strap them up and they go, sorry, mate, we've got to take you in now. We've got to take you in because you ain't going to survive. I love fillet fish. You say they're cheap at the moment then because of the World Cup? I might go and have one tomorrow night. I'm going to run tomorrow night, so I might have one as my cheat. Cheat? Oh. How old am I? 62. 62, and I love a millet of fish. I love a millet of fish. What's that? Fillet of fish. I think I like the tartar sauce, but someone told me that's made with gherkins, and I'm like, no, gherkins can't taste that nice, surely. Surely gherkins don't taste like tartar sauce, do they? Next thing you know, you were saying, oh, cucumber tastes like fudge. Yeah, you had me. The underage will have to be in a curfew. Really, if you think about it, when you're under 18, you really want to be. Actually, when you're under 18, you should literally be going, what side hustles can I get? I think. Imagine if you knew what you know, all you old people now, if you knew what you knew, would you have started getting into a bit of buying and selling back then, back when you were young? Imagine being a youngster now, how much opportunity you've got to buy and sell stuff. I'm like, wow, you've got all these free advertising platforms, haven't you? Absolutely free. And you think, that's mad. Facebook, I don't know what you call it, Facebook Marketplace, all this sort of stuff. Advice to someone starting off in the trade, don't become an estate agent. Have you ever seen a poor estate agent? I've never seen a poor estate agent, mate, I'll tell you. Hang on, I've got to turn my lights on. I've never ever seen a poor estate agent or run a house of ill repute. Because that always sells, you know that, SEX, that always sells. There's no shortage of anyone wanting that, is there? Immediately you'll get in trouble. I mean, I don't know what you tell the tax man. What would you tell? What would you declare it as? The house of pleasure, isn't it? What's this? Well, you're back. Sorry, I didn't know you're gone. That's terrible, isn't it? What is sold in could not advertise, eh? New called fillet fish. Fillet and fish. Can you help me get a decent car? Look, honestly, mate, just look on Auto Trade or look on like Facebook Marketplace. Just look around, really. You'll get some idea. Exchange your mark. Oh, they've gone completely, but they were the Bible, weren't they, John? You're an old git, you probably remember. I remember it used to be really thick, didn't it? Oh, you lot, you ain't got a clue. Used to be this publication. It was called, I don't know what you called it, Exchange your mark. And it was like, flipping, it was that thick. It was sold everything you could think of: shirts, JCBs, houses, cars, everything, literally everything. What? Houses don't sell faster than cars, right? But everybody wants a house. Well, if you got into that game, you'd learn, wouldn't you? If you had your head screwed on, you'd work in estate agents and do bits and pieces. But then what I'd do is I'd get friendly with all the builders, wouldn't you? And it'd be like, you know, Mrs. Smith's come in, they want to sell their mum's house, and it'd be like, oh, how much do you want for that? And you'd be ringing your mate up, wouldn't you? And obviously this would never go on. And you'd learn that trade, wouldn't you? Property never goes down to me. Not for everyone, but I thought, would you want to be a mechanic or an estate agent? I'm going, no competition. No competition. But then I don't know. What do I know? I'm a nobody. What you got to do is remember the internet tells you, nah, you don't want to do that because Simon Nobby Squibb, lives in Tunbridge Wells, fucking big house, got loads of money. Oh, you don't want to be tied down like that. The education system's broken. No, I was broken. How long are you really in education? What, 50? How long you go there? What, 6, 10 years? And if you look back now, you go, how foolish was I didn't actually learn to spell lots of words, pay attention, get homework, get qualifications. I could still be a wheelie dealie. Of course I could. And I know, imagine having 3 or 4 houses here and you go, well, I'm going to go off to Barcelona to work. Actually, I don't want to. Why would you want to work in Barcelona? Wouldn't you just want to go on a Barcelona holiday? Really? What, I want to work in Tokyo. Now I'm going to work in Barcelona. Now I'm in Barbados. I wouldn't want that. Holidays, yeah, because I ain't got to do anything. How was the run the weekend? It was all right. Oh, what? You had it? You was in A&E? Oh, my God. The run was all right. I run back for my daughter. I done about 4.5 miles, actually. So it was free. It was a 3 mile, but 4.5 mile because I come back for her, then I come back for my daughter-in-law and that sort of stuff. So it was a good run, actually. And I went out on my old bike, didn't I? So that was good. What's this? Shirley? Shirley what? Oh, sorry. It's terrible. That's terrible that what happens to that girl, isn't it? But I don't know. I'm sure no one meant to do it, but it's just, I don't know, horrible things happen, don't they, really? You know, I was talking to someone about bikes and that, and I said, I don't know why I'd want to go fast to try and impress someone, really, but that's me. All right, I see that. Yeah, I approved it. I thought, who's that? I thought, who's that? He looks uglier than me. I'll approve him. Maybe I thought he looks lonely. I'll adopt him. So I've allowed you into my world. What girl? Hey, what girl? Oh, didn't you see it? That I don't know where it was. She went to do a bungee thing off this bridge, and they basically didn't put the rope on her. Just horrible, isn't it? That's just got to be horrific, isn't it? I don't know how many seconds it would have taken to get down, but you just, horrible, isn't it? Let's hope it was quick like that. Hopefully it was, but horrible, isn't it? It's terrible, it is. How old? 62. Went for a 6-mile walk. Did you? I went to the gym tonight. I thought I'll go to the gym. I'm going to go swimming tomorrow. I'm probably going to do half hour. I want to do half hour. And then I'm going to, 3 seconds, like it. Mad, isn't it? And then I'm going to run tomorrow night, I think. Yeah, I think I might run tomorrow night. Then I'll go to McDonald's, isn't it? Go to McDonald's, sit in my car, charge my car up. That's what I think. Because I think Wednesday I've got to do a bit of a detour. I want to marry to my girlfriends. I don't know what anyone's doing. How do you feel about the black folks? Like them, mate. Why would you not like them? It's not the colour, is it? What about the colour? What's that got to do with anything? What do I think about horrible people? Don't like them. What do I feel about nice people? I like them. But there you go. You can block him if you want. Block him, go on, get rid of him. Just actually block him, mate. What's he called? Lou Sassol. Imagine that. Can you imagine his mum and dad? I bet they're well pleased. I bet look, our son, we're so pleased with our son. Look, he's an absolute cock, but we love him. He's our cock. I bet the trouble is, I bet his mum and dad were hoping actually for a cock in the garden to like lay eggs, and he turned up. Can you imagine him popping out and be like, what? Yeah, I bet. Do you know what? I reckon his mum would have turned around, punched his head off, and said, mate, I can't believe you produced that. You took 2 minutes, you took a minute to do it, and look what's come out. Don't be an idiot in life, innit? They're weird, aren't they? They're weird. And they probably think they're hard, don't they? They think, oh yeah, I'm well hard. I don't understand a lot of rubbish online, really. But they probably don't, They probably haven't got a clue what they want. They've probably not got a clue they ain't got a clue about anything, really, have they? But they think they have. I'm trying to be good now. I'm trying to be good to. I'm back on NutriCheck and I'm trying to count my calories. It was sunny. Hello from Bulgaria. I went to Bulgaria. We went skiing. Where did we go? Would it be Borovets? Is that skiing? Oh, mate, Lewis finally. Yeah. I didn't watch the race. I sort of searched. Who won? And it was that was a pleasant surprise. Kimi Antonelli, did he break down the last lap or so? Was it last lap? Where was he though? He broke down. If it was in the last lap, where was he? But yeah, good. I mean, it's good. And it said 1968 was the last time you had three British drivers on the podium, wasn't it? Of like first, second, third, which was it'd be nice. Again, I suppose he's still a very good driver, but I reckon he's only probably got another 1 or 2 seasons, really. You just naturally get old, don't you? I mean, I doubt very much he can go on for another 5 or 6 years at that level. Might be able to, I don't know. Who knows, isn't it? Sevi isn't a natty. What's a natty? What's a natty when it's at home? Hello. Yeah, well, I'll be interested to see Silverstone. What happens there? Because that's in. They got one more Grand Prix than Silverstone, because Silverstone's the beginning of July. So they must have one more, haven't they? One more thing, one more Grand Prix. Where's the next? I can't remember where I'm going. When's the next? Does anyone know when the next? Do you think there'll be another title? Don't know. The trouble is, it's so fickle, isn't it? Literally, they can break down for such a silly part, isn't it? And you think we're like our cars. We haven't got any money, but they have got unlimited amount of money and that car broke down, you go, how? I get they can crash, completely get that, but how? You know, when you've got almost unlimited funds, you can have a car that breaks down. It's like, how? You're just on the very edge, aren't they? And it just takes a little, probably a little washer or something, doesn't it? A little washer or a seal or something, just, you know, and lose your fuel pressure or whatever, and they don't finish. And it's so critical, aren't they? You know, literally something, probably if you went and put like 2 house bricks in the car, that would be something like, I don't know, 3 thousandths of a second or 50 thousandths of a second every lap or something. It would do. Because I remember seeing an interview with Lewis Hamilton, and he said he was so many kilograms too heavy. Weren't a lot, might have been 7 or 8 kilograms or something. And he said that equates to not a second a lap, but 3/4 of a second a lap. And you think, bloody hell, you know, it's just, but they're right on the edge, aren't they? Literally right on the edge. Be nice. Oscar Range Rovers, right? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it'd be nice if he did win, wouldn't it? It'd be nice if he did win another title. He's had 7, so it'd be nice to win 8. I mean, who's won the most amount of titles? Was it Schumacher? Don't know. It weren't Senna, was it? I don't think. But it would be nice, wouldn't it? Be nice to see him win that and England win the World Cup, but I don't know. Got to see how they perform. I don't know when they're playing. Are they playing Wednesday, is it? As he level with Schumacher, is he? You must be hard, mustn't it? Hello, is that Lucia? Hello. Now, I like that. Someone's just come and says, hi. Now, that's simple, isn't it? Just 2 letters, hi. But you don't have to, of course. Hello. Hi. Hello, hi was fine. I was fine. Don't be sorry. No, it makes a change. And Lucia, what I find strange is, I don't know, everybody I know in my life I've spoken to, and people don't talk to anyone, especially online. It's almost like, unless I know them, I can't comment. What's this? Level Schumacher. Yeah, but wouldn't he have won it? Yeah, he was 21. Was it 21? 21. He would have. Well, that really was his, wasn't it? So, or that whole Grand Prix. Say, do you know what? For no arguments, what we'll do, we'll take all the points away for that race. So you still get your places, but there's no points. Back in Senna day. Yeah, I remember when I remember that weekend. It was I think it was Roland Ratzenberger, I think, on the Friday. Might have been the Saturday, I don't know. No one really knew him though, did they? And then because we went to Amsterdam, stag weekend actually, and we come back. I think we hadn't heard anything. Literally, we got in the car, and I don't know, the radio was on or something. I think the radio was on, or we turned it on. And the news come on. It was like really tragic news. Ayrton Senna, might have been a news flash even actually. Ayrton Senna has unfortunately passed away. It's like, we was all like, really? You know, you just think, wow, you know, that's like, no, it can't be. Yeah, give him a time out, if not. It's all sad, isn't it? I mean, that one who hit the, was it the other year, wasn't it? Didn't he hit a JCB or something? It's just like, do I know? No. But I remember when I was young, it seemed like almost every other week someone would die. You know, they're much, much safer now, aren't they? If you don't die, you never live. Yeah, but you don't really want to die young, do you? You want to die older. I mean, the successful ones, look at Jackie Stewart, raced all them years and retired. You know, he didn't. That, you know, and some people, they just seem to go on a bit too long. Like Jerry Dunlop, wasn't it? Crashed and died, you know, and all them years racing someone like Estonia and hit a tree. And you think, bloody Isle of Man, all them Isle of Mans he'd done. Just, you know, I don't know, it's mad, isn't it? But am I bad just arrived? No, sorry. trouble is it can happen any time, can't it? I mean, I fell off a ladder the other year. I only broke 5 ribs, but could have been worse, couldn't it? I could have fallen on my head, couldn't I? Knocked some sense into me. You don't know. You just don't know. I mean, I went out on my motorbike yesterday. Right? No one actually wanted to push me off the road. No one wanted to expire me. Didn't really see many cars drivers texting, actually, if I'm honest. Get on my push bike. You know, some drivers, I need to be pushed really closely, then I think I'm definitely going to get cameras. But the ones I want are about 800 quid. But I think I take great pleasure in catching up with someone. And if they said, I'm really sorry, you just delete it. But if someone starts sticking their middle finger up and telling me what they're going to do to me, oh, no, I think that needs reporting. And it's worth going to court then, isn't it? Because I just think if you dislike a cyclist because you come up to them, do you dislike him enough to squash him? I don't know, really. Don't know. I don't really follow football, so I don't know who's in form, and I don't watch the telly, basically. And I don't know. We know in a couple of weeks. Is it 2 weeks? How long is it on for? 2 weeks? Was it? The wedding, just 19-year-old 7th wife. Only 7. Only 7 wives. Flipping hell, mate. God, I thought you cut him out. I thought you had a Ducati. Oh, is that why you only go 7? Because you've got rid of it, I suppose, haven't you now? But hang on, if you had a Ducati, how would you have any wives? Because you'd be out in the frigging garage repairing the epoxy thing, wouldn't you? Look, I'm not. I don't want to be a cycling Mikey. I'm a cycling Gary. And what frustrates me is you come to an island and they just got to squash through, and I'm like, can't you just hang on a second? And I'm not really a slow start. I'm not Tour de France, but even I can go along on the flat, nearly 20 mile an hour, which I think that's not hanging about. I mean, I'm not like, having a look about on my phone. I'm not none of that. I'm like, I'm out there pumping away because I want to get to where I'm going, or I'm training or whatever, isn't it? But I just think, and I always say this, I think, look, your normal journeys you do, right, what you should do is, do this for me, I'm begging you, right? What you do is take a note of how many, I don't know what you call it, how many cyclists you come across. And just take a mental note of how much longer your journey was for all the cyclists. And I'm going to say, do me a favour, do it for me. If you normally leave at 1:30, could you leave at 25 past? But just give the cyclists a little bit of room. If you really don't want to, I haven't got a problem with that. But let's say, I don't know, I swerved out a little bit and you knocked me off and I expired. If you would regret that, I'm saying, well, I think most people would, but you can't go back in time, innit? You can't go back in time. So if I go out on my motorbike and go absolutely crazy, I can't go back in time and go, oh shit, that car's pulled out. I can't say, let's do this again. No, and there's not like a big, I don't know, foam pit for me to land in, is it? It's real world, isn't it? And, you get hurt a lot on a bike. I've not been knocked off. Nearly, really, really nearly been knocked off. But, I'm sure no one goes out, oh, I'm going to knock you off. But people don't concentrate. I think people are not looking. It is, well, actually getting knocked off's dangerous. And clipping pedals is like, oh, I can't get my feet out. They're like the Ferraris. Well, I've never been on one, mate. I've never been on one. Or maybe I should go on one. Maybe I shouldn't go on one, actually, because I might go, oh, yeah, I want one. But I'm not a hard biker. I'm not like giving it large. I'm not like that. I wouldn't want to go to a track. Why would I want to take a 20, 30, 40 grand bike to a track? What's that all about? I'm like, no. I'd go and buy a cheap, probably an R6, I reckon. I'd buy an R6 and give that large around the track. Because again, if you chuck it out the road and you've given 4 or 5 grand, it's like, ain't that much to like. And if you did, you just get another one, wouldn't you? Get another one and keep the old one for spares, isn't it? For spare engine, spare fault. Well, you might not have faults. You'd have a rear shock though, because I reckon unless you really cane it big time. You ain't going to wreck that. Swinging arm, you'd have the clocks, a lot of the electrics, the wiring loom, all that sort of stuff. You'd have all that, but I'd probably get a R6 or something, and because that way, then I think that'd make you a better rider. But I don't want to do track work. I just think that tarmac looks too dodgy when you come off, doesn't it? It's just, don't know. No, I don't like the tarmac. I think it's too much like a grinder. You'd fall on it. That's why I don't get people going out with, in shorts and that. I'm like, why would you do that? I don't get it. Even cycling, I mean, I wear shorts and a top, but you're not going that quick. Even you come off a push bike. I thought if I went over the handlebars on my push bike, hit a car and then flew over and you land at 10 mile an hour, you're still going to do a fair bit of on your skin, aren't you? It's degloving, that's called, apparently, when you take the skin off. And no, I just think, you've got to wear the gear, haven't you? Well, I think, who am I trying to impress? And if it's that hot, personally, when it's really, really that hot, it's more comfortable in my car than on my motorbike. Even yesterday, I had no lining in my jacket. My vents were open. The coat was open a bit. Just a t-shirt. It was still weren't hot, but it wasn't cold. Put it that way. I took my shorts and my sandals with me, but I didn't even put them on. Weren't quite hot enough to do it. I always wear a crash hat, mate. Always. I just do. I just think, it's funny how a lot of people wouldn't wear it because it doesn't look. It's funny, right? Looks focused on so much. That's why people wouldn't wear a crash hat. I'm going. So you're worried about your looks. I just think, when this is dribbling, right? Because all the food I've had is dribbled out here because I've got this side's gone, right? And bearing in mind, I can't reach my backside, so someone's got to wipe my bum. I'm pretty sure that's a much worse look than wearing a crash hat. Your head, I think you can, I'm pretty sure I could survive without an arm. I wouldn't want to, but I'm pretty sure I could. I'm pretty sure I could survive even if I broke my back, but I can't survive without a head. The head wouldn't fall off, but I think it's head injuries, isn't it? You don't have to. I do like the unfaired. Well, you mean like the MT10s? They do an MT10 SP, which is a bit like mine. It's the sort of got electronic O-lins and stuff on it. They are nice. They're probably more comfortable than my bike, because my bike's a bit like this, isn't it? It's down like that. And they're more comfortable than some. But like my old BSA, mate, I loved it yesterday. It was just like, you start it out, it's like, you can do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can count it like that. It's just a nice old thing. Don't go quick, but good job it don't go quick. It don't stop. It's like you have to sort of plan. I mean, you lot plan your holidays. I have to plan when I'm going to stop on the old girl. I'm going to stop down the road, so I'm going to start braking now. And the gears are on the wrong side. The gears, you car drivers don't even know this. You just don't understand the hassle. The gears are on the wrong side, because the gears should always be on the left, isn't it, on the bike? But because that's British bikes are on the right. The trouble is, if someone pulled out, I'd be like pushing the gear lever down. All it would do would just go down a gear. It wouldn't do any braking. And by the time I've then realised, shit, the brake's on the other side, I've hit it. Bang, I've hit it, I reckon. Hello. Where am I from? London. But I like my old bike. I like my bike. It's nice. It's nice in the nice weather, isn't it? It must be nice if you live somewhere, I don't know, like Spain or something like that, where it's just nice weather all the time. Do you need? No. When I passed my test, it was just you literally rode around the block, mate. You went to the bike. You went for your bike test. I'm not sure if they'd done the highway code or whatever. I don't know if you've done the highway code, then your test, and you went out. No, I'm not watching it. You just went around the block, basically. And he said, at some point, I'm going to walk out. And you knew where he was. And he just like walked out. He broke. That's about it, really. Now, I think it's better now. I think having where you go and get your CBT, all this sort of stuff, I think it's much better now. And also, you used to, I'm not common what you could ride when I had. I think you could ride at I'm not sure if it was a 125 or a 250. I can't remember. Might have been a 250. I can't remember. Hang on. So I passed my test at 17. So 64, 74. 74. Would it be about 1983? Something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. But I think it's a much better idea now. Just do it if you want to get it. I mean, I think my brother doing his test. About 600 quid, is it, to do your bike test, I think? Oh, it's from Italy. Hello. Gangster. How fast did your 125 go? I didn't have a 125. I had a B120, Suzuki B120. I liked it, actually. It was just like a little commuter bike and rode that to pass. Then I got an RD250, I think. On the Civics, yeah, they're right. As long as they don't go wrong. They don't go wrong, they do. Hondas are good. How fast as the B120? Don't know. 60, I suppose. Wouldn't go that fast. Not that sort of bike, really, was it? It was just, don't know. Probably worth quite good money now if you had it, I reckon. Funny thing, really. What was the MPG? No, you don't care, do you, on a bike? Bikes you don't care about, you just fill them up, and you fill them up. Drive 100 more, fill them up again. Or if you got some of these mopeds, they do like 200s of the gallon, don't they? Super economical. Gaz, that's a cool nickname. You had a Triumph 250, did you? I went out on my old B40 yesterday. 15 quid. Yeah, my R1's about, yeah, I don't know, it might be. If you completely empty, sometimes if you've really gone like, yeah, I'll fill it up in a bit, oh, I better get some. I think I put 18 quid in it or something. You don't have it a lot, but it don't do a lot to the gallon. Well, I'll be honest to say that. I've had like 40s. I've had the overall, and it's been like nearly 40 to the gallon, 45 to the gallon, which ain't bad. Do you have time to replace the tyres? No, because I don't really drive that quick. And I don't do that many miles, so no. You should have got, even I say you should have good tyres on a bike. Cars, you need tread, but I don't think the brand's got as much, but bikes, you've not got as much on the road, have you? You've got a much smaller amount of rubber on the road, and that's the only bit between you and the road, isn't it, on a bike? That's why bikes are dangerous, because you come off them easy, can't you? What was the stopping distance at 35? Don't know. You should know it. But I don't know. It was like as long as it was. 35 on my R1, that's probably quite. If you said, right, you've got to stop here, you'd stop because it's got ABS and traction control, anti-dive and all this sort of stuff. So you just anchor it on and it just goes like that and it just brakes. Almost throws you over the handlebars, you can brake that quick. But I don't really want to brake that quick, really. I'd rather not brake that quick. If I'm having to brake that quick, I'm like, shit, that's come up quite quick, that bend or whatever. Go and buy one, isn't it? Can't you get it delivered? What was it? I don't know, mate. I can't remember that. What you're asking me to remember back, like, I don't know, 40 years ago. I can't remember that. I don't know, it's probably 100 quid or something, wasn't it? I guess. Not a lot. Everything's gone up, though, everything. But, I'm sure if you went back when I was a teenager, if you'd have gone back to, say, like 30 years before that, they'd have gone, God, we only paid, like, I don't know, sixpence for our insurance, and you're paying, like, 4 quid. Wow. Everything goes up, doesn't it? Everything goes up. How much was a gallon of petrol 50 years ago, and how much is a gallon of petrol now? And how much is a pack of cornflakes 50 years ago, and how much is it now? And I bet if you work out a percentage, I'd say that's actually spot on for property, isn't it? What's the percentage has gone up? What's the percentage of a pint of milk has gone up from 60 years ago to today? So you say it's gone up, I don't know, whatever, like 400%. What, how much a house has gone up? I bet it ain't a lot of difference. Be careful how you don't take over your mind. It will happen gradually. Well, I want it to happen quick, Fiona. Because then AI can talk really intelligent. Because I can go, what does that mean? They'll tell me, so I better talk. Road tax, I don't know, road tax. Well, I think I vaguely remember we used to be able to have 3 months, 6 months, or a year. So you could get 3 months tax. You don't remember this. You could get 6 months tax or a year. And I don't know. Back then, bikes were probably, I don't know, a few quid, £5 or something to tax your bike. Cars, I don't know what cars were. Don't know. 30 quid for the tax, I suppose. 20 quid for road tax for a year, I guess. Depends how far you went back. I mean, you could Google it, mate. Google's your favourite. Google will tell you everything, won't it? Or ask AI, because apparently he's going to get into you. He's going to do your minding gradually. Can't you just hurry up and do my minding? Everything goes up, doesn't it? What could I get one now for? What, a tax? I think my tax on my R1's about 100 and, I don't know, 100 and what? 110 quid or something. Cars are 200 quid, aren't they? Cars are 200 quid. I sound robotic. Well, that's because I am a robot, Fiona. This is AI. This is not real. Oh, a B120? Don't know. I wouldn't think they're a very collectible bike, actually. I wouldn't think they were sort of, something that you'd restore. You know, you go and restore some bikes, but I wouldn't think you'd restore a B120. Probably not even any, it might not be any of them about. You know, they all gradually go in the end, don't they? They, cars as well. You know, you look at cars, you see Fiestas and all sorts of things. Gradually they just, go away, don't they? AI will cause climate issues very soon. 50 simple questions consume 50. But when you say they consume the water, now my understanding of water in the planet, this is my understanding, there's never any more or any less. It moves about. So if we make water, it evaporates and it goes into the environment, into the atmosphere, and it cools down and comes back down. That's my understanding. You could say, no, you're completely wrong, Gary. You're completely wrong. Because even if you burn it, it evaporates. That's evaporation. It's gone, isn't it? But then I don't know. So I can't say I'm an authority on it personally. And when you say they consume 500 minutes, but surely if they're water cooled, wouldn't it be the cooling would go around the processors and all this sort of stuff? And this is what I don't know. What are they actually doing with the water? Are they tipping it on? And surely that's gone into the atmosphere, surely. Or maybe it hasn't. I don't know. Play chess? No, I don't want to. Was it easier to do it? Oh, I can't remember, mate. It's 2-stroke. I'm sure it was a 2-stroke. Yeah, it was a 2-stroke, so it wouldn't. Well, I've had oil in the gearbox, but it wouldn't have had oil in the engine part because that's what you put oil in it. I think it had auto lube. I'm sure it's 2-stroke. I'm a refrigeration engine. Now, someone said about AI. It's using for every 12 questions, it's 500 ml of water. But what I don't understand is the water, if you're cooling a computer, it's like a sealed system, isn't it? It's not like you don't put water out of a river or something into it and it goes. Surely the water gets warmed up. It doesn't get to a boiling point, does it? Or does it? I don't know. I mean, I must admit, I'm sort of clean out of knowledge on data centres because I've never actually been there. I've never made one, but, I don't know. Maybe you lot understand. Maybe you'll ask Google. Do you know how to play chess? Yeah. Not very well. I don't play it, so you'd have to practice it, wouldn't you? Henry the Scaffolder? What are you doing here? I love that picture you put up. Are you still here? I love that picture you put up. Was it Ivory Cemetery or something, wasn't it? I thought, yeah, most of your clients are in there waiting for you to get back with a price, isn't it? Well, if you actually answer your phone, I reckon. Well, mate, you've got to do this. Do you look and go, nah. What do you do? All right, Jake. Here, Henry. Is it Henry? It is Henry, isn't it? Is it Henry? Or is this Hendry? And who's Hendry? Was that a tennis player or something, wasn't it? Anyway, listen. Do you look at the thing? Do you look who it is? That's what actually. Oh, right. Oh, I see. Hang on, listen. Do you look who it is? Because my mate, he's a nightmare. And what is it? And I went to his plumbing shop and he was in there. And I thought, oh, so I rang him up or withheld my number. And he looked at it like that. And he put it down. And he rang it again. I rang it again. He put it down. And he kept looking at it. He had to look at his, didn't he? And then I walked in and I was ringing it, and he went like that. I went, "Oh, I'm trying to ring you." He said, "But your name didn't come up." I went, "What's that got to do with anything?" I said, "I'm ringing you. Why do you need my name to come up?" "Well, I don't know who it is." I went, "Well, don't you answer it and go hello? Why don't you just answer it and go, I don't want to talk to you, and put it down?" I was trying to sort out a barbecue with Richard. He was busy at the pub. Who's Richard? Richard who? Is this someone I know? What's this? Can I put the cellar in the fridge? No, eat it. Just eat it. What puts you off chess? I don't know. Oh, yeah, Hendry's a snooker player, isn't it? Gary, it's me. Yeah, but I don't know who you are. What I supposed to? Should I know who you are? Mate, you're saying it like I should know who you are. I was like, well, I need to ask Lauren. Hey? Jake Greeley. I don't know who you are, though. Hey, I don't know who you are. It's like, who are you? God, I don't know. What's this? Do you have a Prince Albert? No, I'm Gary Cambridge. mate, I've never had a plot to lose. What's this? What positions? You lot are crazy, aren't you? Do you see chess as complex, intellectual? No, I just see it as saying, I can't be bothered to do, mate. I see it, I think, I'll go to Krispy Kremes. I mean, I could go out and play chess tomorrow, but I'm thinking, no, I'd rather do it live in my car and get I don't know, some Krispy Kremes. Sit in the back. No, I won't actually. I'm trying to be good with me eating, so I won't get any Krispy Kremes. I'm going to be very good. Are you single? My nan is looking. Well, there is only one of me. Lauren's a bit tipsy. What? Yuck, during the barbecue. I tell you what, it's like, I mean, some men really want to be a babe magnet, don't they? I mean, Henry, he's a babe magnet. He ain't, he's as ugly as me, actually. But anyway, right. But I just attract all the nutters, don't I? It's like, are you a nutter? Yeah. I'll come round and see me then. Mate, do you know what it is? It's, what I don't get is, you know, I don't get the nasty people, mate. As soon as I don't. I mean, look, I think banter, we can all have a laugh. But I think I can only have banter with someone if I actually know them. If I've spoke to them on the phone and I've sort of know them, I think then I can take the piss out of you. But I think if I haven't spoke to someone, I don't think I can personally, because I don't know what. You still speak with Tony often? Ooh, can you give me some surnames then? Give me surnames. Fuck me, don't do first names, do surnames. If you ain't gonna do surnames, I'm gonna assume you're a troll. No idea, mate. You need to give me surnames. You need to give me surnames. Tony Stan. That, don't know. I'm just going to go and headbutt the wall in a minute, mate. I think I'll get more sense out of it. I remember before the internet, do you know what it was? When it was the internet, before you went on social media, it was like, you had that nutter. You had that nutter who lived up the road. You know, lived in number 76. He's like, don't go here. He's a nutter, isn't he? You know, or you didn't kick your ball over there because you knew he was going to punch you. But now, they're just here. I don't know. Wait, Gary, I can't see actually a joke. Can't see if you're joking around. No, I'm not joking around. I said, give me a name. I don't know anyone called Jake Greeley. If I must be supposed to know you, what's my phone? Here, Jake, do you know me? Put my number in there. Go on here, I'll put your number in there. I don't care about anyone knowing my number. Jake, put my number out here, mate. Oh, mate, I tell you what, it's like you get a prize. What'd you get for a prize? Fucking nutters. You sure? Yeah, put it in here, Jake. I don't care. Put it in here. Because I just think you're winding me up, mate. I don't even know who you are. Well, to be fair, I might know who you are, but I don't know anyone called that name. Maybe I do know you. Doesn't matter anyway, does it, if I know you or not? No, don't text me. No. We don't have none of that bullshit, mate. Put it in here. Jake, if you reckon I know you, put my number in here then. Unless you say, oh, Gary, I'm bullshitting. Mate, if you do that, I'm going to go, you're a top geezer. If you don't, I'm going to think you're a knob. If you don't put my number, If you know me and you don't put my address here, fuck it, I don't care. Put my address in here, mate. Come on. Get here, doxing me. Come on. Goes all quiet now, doesn't it? I don't know what to say now. Oh, come on. I want you a knob then. Mate, you are tonight's top prize here is going to go to you. And I don't mean it in a nice way. I mean that in a really horrible way, actually, because I feel like that. I feel like I need a latte. I need a bit of sugar because I feel like I'm in that way. Why are you speaking? Oh, on here, on TikTok. I'm too confident. I'm not confident at all. How is that confident? You reckon you know me, and then you're saying, I think, hey, look, now you're trolling. Why didn't you say that at the beginning? Mate, I don't care what your name is. I don't care anything. Right? Andrew the scaffolder. His name, that ain't his name. No way did he go to school and they went, it's the scaffolder in. It's like, well, no, that's the bloke who puts the scaffolding up. That's just his stage name or whatever you're going to call it. My name is Gary Cambridge. I'm like, just like, I don't know. Just use your name and just go hello. If I know you, yeah, you can wind me up. Yeah, if I know you, you can wind me up. So I'll wind you up back. But if I don't know. Like Lou at the pub or whatever, Lauren's pretty tipsy. Because I do know a Lauren. And that's why I say, get your names out here. Come on, let's have some names in here then. It's just more like, I don't know, I don't want that around me really. And it disrupts the life really. Still disrupts my flow, doesn't it? My flow. Peaky Blinder? No, I'm swinging them like that. Welcome to TikTok. No, everywhere's a bit crowded. Everywhere's a bit mad. This is a problem, isn't it? And Titan MX and ATV. Did you motocross then? Gareth, you still here? Shut the bridges. Don't you just, you really want to sit, I don't know, somewhere where the water's very deep. Shouldn't say that, but that's a bit naughty, isn't it? I don't know. Look, anyone can be whatever they want. I cannot stop anybody being a troll. I can't stop anybody saying, oh, I know you, Gary, and, you know, I've seen you outside the shop, I've seen you on Grindr. It's like, right, okay, you see me on Grindr, but I'm like, I quite actually like knowing people because I think someone could be useful. You never know when someone's going to be useful. I'm from the City of England. City of England? Where's that then? Where's the City of England? I don't know where that is. Do you mean you're from England? You're from England? Old man fear Allah? No. What about Barber? Ali Barber? I don't mind a barber. And my barber is called Ali, funny enough. So I don't fear my barber. I don't fear Ali Barber. But there you go. Cheers. See you later, mate. Do I know Lauren? I don't know. Tell me who she is. I do know Lauren, actually. But whether it's the same one that you're talking about, I don't know. Pardon me. Crumpets and tea. I ain't got any crumpets. No, I can't. I'm being good. I'm trying to be really good this week. I want to be... I really want to be in a deficit. I'm going to have McDonald's tomorrow night, probably. Swimming tomorrow morning, running tomorrow night. Went to the gym tonight, so I'm back on my training. I tell you, 3 weeks off from the gym, it's like, it's hard getting back into it. And I've noticed even the pins we're getting on, say, one machine you'd be on 40 or 45, and even I've noticed I was on 30 or 35. You soon lose that strength, don't you? Did you? So no, I can't have any crumpets, and I'm not going to have any biscuits. I'm going to be good. I'm going to have a latte shortly. I might have it at 10 o'clock. That's my sort of 10 o'clock drink. Go to bed by 11. Discount, yeah, I fear a discount. Mate, they all want a discount, and that's, you know, he spends like 20 minutes, say, you know, telling them about the price. I'm thinking, you know, just stick them up a bit and then give them a discount. I've got one in the freezer, haven't I? But I don't want to, mate. I want to be good. No, but if I save it, this is the thing. I'm trying to be good. I want to get down a bit. I was 74 kilos. I really want to be down to 70. I'd like to get back down to 70. I don't really want to be in low. I'll be happy to be 70. And then I can put a bit on when I go on holiday, innit? Hello? I can put a bit on and I don't know. It's not. I'm not fat or anything, but I've noticed it literally. Even I've noticed you get a few more love handles. Took the plunge more electric Mini. Did you? The only trouble with the Minis, I think with the Minis, they haven't got quite the range. But they're not for that. What Mini did you get? I know somebody's got. It was like a mini John Cooper Works electric one, so it's all sat nav and everything on it, all different colour lighting, different wheels. He said it'll only do about 150 mile, but he loves it. Cooper S, did you? That sounds the same thing, but I mean, I'm sure it was a John Cooper Works one. He's a rep, finance rep, basically. He's a company car. But they're funny, don't they? When you first get one, though, and have you got charging at home then? If you got home charging, it's no brainer, really, isn't it? And you only do 100 mile a day. You know, most 100 mile a day. Most people don't want to do 5 mile a day. Have you? Oh, yeah, he's a piece of cake then, isn't it? So would you have said, say, I don't know, 5-6 years ago, you'd have been not anti-EV, but like, I think they're rubbish. You'd have believed all the things. You get range anxiety? Nah, not really. Why? Why would you? Well, so it says 150 miles, it says 100 mile, and you know you're doing 40 mile there, a 40 mile back, and you know the car will do 100 mile. So it says 130 mile, and you know it'll do 100 easy. You wouldn't. You would at the beginning, I agree. And yes, there could be that day when you get a 30 mile detour, but how often do you get 30 mile detours? Really? Even you don't get range anxiety, but you keep an eye on it. I have to, don't I? I'm going to my girlfriend's on Wednesday night, and then obviously Tuesday I'll go out tomorrow night and charge it up. I haven't got a home charger. I could charge during the day because I've got solar panels, haven't I? Solar panels. So really, I can't make use of my solar panels. But if anybody's got solar panels at home, I'm like, you just get solar panels, get an electric car. You drive. You can do most of your driving for free, can you? My dad got one. He's 84, a Kia Soul. Took the plunge, driving his. It's mad, isn't it? Mad. But I'll tell you what it is. I think if you had to charge out on expensive, look, if your addiction is super fast charging, no, you're going to be spanked. You're going to be literally, your pants are going to be pulled down big time. You might as well drive a diesel. If your addiction is super fast charging, but once you've had one a long time, like you, would you rather that be super fast, your charger at work, but you had to pay for it? Or would you rather it give you 3/4 of a charge for like £2? But I know the answer. No one will admit it, but I know the answer. The 200 quid. They're all 200 quid now. All cars 200 quid. Mine is, because they're both old, they're like before 2017, they're like 20 quid now. They were free, they're now 20 quid. But all electric cars now 200 quid. So you don't save in road tax, but you could save on your fuel, couldn't you? Hello. But again, they're not for everyone. You know, I've said this all along. Are you on my electric car group then? Love my little dog. What's your name? I can't really call you that. I ain't going to call you that. I'd rather know what your name is. But because I think it's courteous. I think if I'm addressing you, I should know your name. I think so. Wind turbine. Now the trouble is they're not consistent enough. John. All right, John. I think if you lived, and you need them big. They do work, but my understanding is you need to spend quite a lot of money getting one. But once you've got it, get it, innit? Go for it. What you should do, advanced security. Watch out. Security. I think renewables, I think they're the nuts. Solar, nuclear, yeah. But no, what I mean is you want everything, innit? You want everything. Too far on the grid. Wind not, no. Well, it's right, okay. It's what it is. It's the wind's not consistent enough, isn't it? That's the trouble. And you know, we pay millions, you know, when there's too much electricity, we pay millions to the electricity companies to turn the turbines off. Do you know that? You know when you see them, they're not going round, right? And he only takes literally, I think it's 3 meters a second or 2 meters a second of wind, which is like that. That is about 3 meters a second, right? And they turn, and we turn. Hang on, I'm going to put a disclaimer in here. I'm going to give you a load of bullshit bollocks. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But listen to me, because you might go do your due diligence and say, actually, Gary did know what he was talking about. Right. Here we have a thing called, I think, what it is, the most expensive, it's half hourly. Right, half hourly. You're charged half hourly. All of us charge half hourly. If the most expensive electricity is in Westminster and you live in Scotland where there's tons of renewable and it's like too much of it, you will be charged at the highest price in the whole of the UK. I think they want to do this thing called zonal pricing, which means, and what Octopus are saying, if there's somewhere there's loads of renewable energy, we should, instead of turning them off, we should say to everyone, can you turn your air conditioning overnight? Can you charge your car overnight? Can you charge your house batteries up overnight? And we'll actually pay you to take the electricity cheaply rather than stop generating it. But I don't know what. No, it's my understanding. This is my understanding. Again, bear in mind this is bollocks, right? And this is bullshit, right? My understanding. No, I'm not going to excuse my language because I think I need to add that in to add a bit of drama, right? My understanding is it's half hourly. It's half hourly, and whatever the most expensive is in the country, well, that's what you're all paying. So if at the moment, say it was like somewhere in Carlisle, we'd all be paying Carlisle prices. That's go and do your research, but. I don't know. And all the NIMBYs, I don't get all the NIMBYs. I just do not understand the NIMBYs. You know, years ago, if you see an old windmill, you know, that used to grind the flour, and it's romantic. And yet we don't want any flour now because I go to Tesco's and buy a loaf of bread. I'm going, but really, we should be capturing as much renewable as possible. I think so. These lights are on. The servers are running these. I think, why do we hate it? I don't understand why we hate it. And I never get new builds. You think new builds now, it would be like... My lot was 21, so I'm going, I know people would probably spend, I don't know, £5 on a watch. I'm going, what? Just at 30-minute blocks. Yeah, but bearing in mind I'm talking bollocks, I know, I'm talking complete rubbish. I'm quite passionate about that sort of stuff. And I've got solar panels and it just fascinates me. They sit on my roof, these black things, aren't they? And they don't do anything. They just generate electricity. I'm going, it's amazing. It's quiet. There's no noise. I'm like, why are all roofs not just made of solar? Everywhere we can have a roof. Why have we not just got literally solar everywhere? I don't get it. Yes, of course, in the winter, you know, my 26 panels generates enough to, I don't know, charge up your sex toys or something. I don't know. It does nothing. But in the summer, it's booming, isn't it? I don't know what I'll generate. I can't be asked to have a look there for mine. Comrade, tell me something. What? I mean, there's alternatives. Oh. Well, also as well, we would have energy security, wouldn't we? Because like when Putin went in, I'm going to take that back, or he didn't even take it back, he just want to take it over. Well, how much did our energy bills go up? They went crazy, didn't they? But it's no joined up thinking, is there? It's no joined up thinking. I mean, I think solar and get a battery. Definitely get a battery, you know, and store the energy and use it. So I can't, mine's empty, because what they do is Octopus, 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock, yeah, 5 to 7, that's the most expensive time, and that's when they empty my 5 o'clock. They start emptying it out, and what happens? Well, they leave me 5% in my battery, but they buy that off me, so I sell that to them. And between 5 and 7 is the best time to sell it because it's the most expensive. You get the most amount of money for it, but ideally, you really should use everything you generate. You shouldn't generate excess. You should use everything. If you could use everything, you've got the perfect setup. But it is quite a lot of investment. That's the trouble. It's like everything. I think if you have a long-term mindset, if you have a 10-year mindset, I don't think 20 grand's too much. That's £2 a year, isn't it? 40 quid a week. You go, well, spend 40 quid a week, and your payback won't be 10 years. I would think it'd be quicker than that. Again, depends how many panels you got. And I suppose you have less panels, you don't pay as much for the initial thing. And I've seen one down in my girlfriend's, and it's on the ground. They got these like I don't know, sort of like galvanised boxes with an angle, and they've got solar panels. I know, and because it's ground, it's just standing on the ground. I bet you don't even need planning permission. I bet you literally just put them up. I bet, this is the thing, they're making no difference, but can you imagine the council somewhere would say you need planning permission, just they're standing there doing nothing. To me, I'll go, well, we want to see that it's safe, that no one can get electrocuted or no one can fall over and they're going to burn themselves on the panels or something like that, and I think we should encourage it. I know someone off of TikTok, actually, he's got a campsite it's called Lizard View, I think, down in Cornwall. What's his name? Jam First, right? And what was it? He wanted to put solar panels on his like shower block, and he couldn't do it. He had to put grass. Now this. He had to have a living roof. That was the planning permission thing. He weren't allowed to have solar panels. Now, my head can't go around that. I cannot understand that. Now I'm thinking, I don't know about you lot, but if I look out and I see a wind turbine or solar panels, personally me, I wish they were mine. But you may like go, I hate them. I absolutely hate them with a passion. They're taking all the sun, they're ruining the days. That's why there's chemtrails and all this. Maybe you think like that. I don't. I wish they were mine. If I see a wind turbine, one of them great big ones, aren't they? Probably just 2 million quid. I'll think, God, I wish I had one of them powering my house up. I wonder what would happen if they come to everyone in the local area and said, oh, by the way, you get free electricity. I bet everyone would be, oh, actually, I don't mind that, actually. Isn't it funny? NIMBYs, isn't it? NIMBYs, isn't it? But there you go. That's my thing. How are you doing? How's your health? Very good, thank you. Very, very good. I've got no complaints. Went to the gym tonight, going swimming tomorrow morning. Do you know an Australian painter? Huh? Like who? Pardon me. But yeah, that's my thoughts on solar panels and renewables. Maybe you don't like them, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really understand what it does. I mean, you could do it yourself. What you could do is get some solar panels on, say, like your pergola or your conservatory or something, innit? And you could probably have a battery and you could run some things from that battery. But I don't know. I think you want a battery. I think it's worth paying the extra and getting a battery. You get a shout out for your mate Hugh. Yeah, hi Hugh. Hey mate. All right. North London Rides. All right, how you doing, mate? We're just talking about solar. You have a question for me? Go on then. This should show whether you're either a troll or right. Yeah. Does that plug back though? Under 9 square metres, you can have panels in your back garden without permission. And yeah, do you know the problem? I'll tell you, hang on, right. Right. The problem is, it's I can't think what you call it, where you have to speak to your, I can't think what it's called. You have to speak to your provider if you're going to export, and they have to allow you a certain amount of export. I can't remember what I've got, 6 or 7 kilowatts. You can't export loads. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure you know. Hello, Emma. I can't think what it's called. It's something you have to ask them some permission, and it's to do with, like, I think round here it's Scottish Power, and they hold all the thing, and you've got a DNO. I think it's called the DNO or something, isn't it? And you do not get paid. You shouldn't generate. Yeah, right. The DNO. I don't know what it stands for, but that's the thing. You get that. I don't know what you call it. That amount. You have to speak to them, and they will allow you to export, because you can't have whatever. If you had a roof that was like 60 foot long or something, and I know you could have like 150 panels. You probably could do it, but you'd have to take some of them and just put it into your own batteries, wouldn't you, I guess? It's probably to do with how old the wiring is as well. The wiring in the area, I suppose, isn't it? That's the thing. So did you Google that? I knew I'd get it in the end, but I'm thinking, I can't remember what it's called. And it was a bit of a hassle to deal with, but it's paperwork really. It's just you've got to say like you want to do this, and then they want to see certificates for who's installed it and all this sort of stuff. And I don't know. It's all. I know in Australia, if you've got solar, they charge you a fortune to export it because they've got too much, which I never understood when I went to, what was it? Yeah, get an EcoFlow system. Well, I got Powerwall, Tesla Powerwall 2. I like the Powerwall 3, the Powerwall. Mine's got a 5 kilowatt inverter, so it can take 5 and export 5. You can send 5 out and put 5 in, but the new one's got, I think, 11 or something, 11 kilowatt inverter. So the Powerwall 3 does look pretty good, but I don't know, it's more money, isn't it? More and more money. I don't know whether you can add a Tesla Powerwall 3 with a Powerwall 2. It gets quite technical in there. It's quite like, I don't know, sort of quite addictive, really, isn't it? What will do the job? Well, the Powerwall 2 comes with the gateway, doesn't it? So that, because this is what people think. If you've got a battery, people think you get a power cut, and most batteries don't work. Yeah, right. Listen, right. But if you have a gateway, if you have a Tesla Powerwall 2, which has the gateway 2, basically what it does is, if you get a power cut, it turns off. It disconnects from the grid, so then you're self-contained. I don't know what you call it. You're self-contained, or I don't know what you call it, where you're not. Because my battery would still be powering up the street, wouldn't it? So what it does, it has to disconnect. So I can use, if I'm in a power cut, I can actually use my Tesla Powerwall to power my house up. And Tesla are quite clever. If there's a storm coming, you can have a thing in the app. It's called Storm Watch, and what it does, if it knows there's going to be a storm, it will top the battery up, because there may be power cuts. So it will top the battery up while there's available from the grid, and then you can still run your house. I mean, whether you like Elon Musk or not, I just think they've invited his companies have done some pretty clever stuff. But whether you like him or not, I don't really care really. I like his products, but there you go. Does that too? Yeah, well, that's what I've got. I've got 26 panels, but you've got 26 inverters. I'm not sure whether that's called a stringer system or what. I don't know what it is. There's different systems, isn't it? It's a bit more expensive, but it means that if one inverter goes down, all the other panels will still work, I believe. But again, you need now panels like my panels were fitted in 2020, just as we were going into lockdown actually, and now they're 300 watts or something. Now I think they're like 550s or something. I'm sure the panels are bigger as well, but they're more powerful. I don't know what you call it, the panels. But everything improves, doesn't it? You if you're waiting for something to improve, then you're never going to get it, are you? Is that called Moore's Law, isn't it? Where you're waiting for the next thing. You're waiting for the computer to get faster, or you're waiting so people wait. I'm sure it's called Moore's Law. Imagine that. It's just literally. That's just stopped me in my tracks, mate. Let's see how many followers you got. Wow, look at that. Following one. Are you following me? Mate. Why? Why are you being immature? What's the point in that? Half cut, do they? Sounds like they've had a drink, doesn't it? Just out of a drink. Should we block him? Any moderators in here? Get rid of him, can you? Don't even want him in here. He had nothing. I'll tell you, I'm going to get rid of him. Mate, think yourself lucky. I'm the first one you've blocked and I'm blocked. There you go. What's the betting he comes back? How long are we going to give it before he comes back? How long do you reckon he'll be? You talk shit. Of course I talk shit. Because you're not very intelligent, are you? You would just say that because I don't go out nicking phones. I don't go out fucking like, I don't know. I don't go out nicking phones. I'm not going to come and scratch your car. And I don't really want to plunge a bit of metal into you. So, of course I talk shit. That's what it's all about. I mean, that's called being an adult, mate. That's called being an adult, really. You know, if you think it's boring, then it's obviously a decent conversation. You can't handle it. Meaning, let's say a chimney is covering a little bit. Ah, right, I see. Well, no, actually, no, mine don't really. Mine, yeah, I don't think mine do. I'm sure they just work anyway. Even if they're in the shade sort of thing, really. But then you don't want them in the shade, really. You want them, ideally. Have you seen them ones that follow the sun? It's like a flower, like a circular one. And it actually follows the sun. Very clever, but expensive bit of kit. How overcomplicated is that? How overcomplicated is that? You know, you would got it comes up, then it opens up in the sun, then it'll track. But I mean, that's a lot of engineering there for, I don't know. Very clever. Big one of the things. Look at what I've got, isn't it? Have you seen them? I don't know what it's called. It's called solar flower or something. Pretty clever. When you get into it, it's quite interesting, isn't it? Seeing all this sort of stuff. It's quite. I mean, I think there's some good batteries out there now, you know, and I'm not sure what it is. And you just stack them on top of one another. You don't, not literally, I suppose. You get another battery and you can build it up. You can build it up more and more and more, isn't it? But I like my Tesla Powerball. It just works, you know. It just seems to just work. And I like it now because I don't even look what I'm generating now. I don't even bother. Just let it generate what it does. What's he saying then? What's he actually saying? Is he actually saying anything? Gary Cambridge, the what? I'm going in 15 minutes. Do you know what? I didn't know what it even means. I think, what's they blooming doing? Oh, got a bit of a belly here. Got to get rid of the spare tyre. Well, I've got a bit of a spare tyre around here. I don't like that. I want to get rid of it. I'll get rid of him. Block him then, innit? Get rid of him. It'll make their day. It'll make our life easier, won't it? Eventually, we'd get rid of it. If we kept blocking people, it'd be quite good. We'd get rid of all the idiots, wouldn't we? Although I think you need to give everyone a chance. And I think you need to give someone a chance because maybe they're used to watching lives where, you know, it's quite a rude place and they just want to be rude. I don't know. I just don't understand them, do you? Who understands? Anyway, that's enough talking about solar. Unless you want to talk about solar, renewable energy more. Do you want to talk about more renewable? I wish I lived by. Actually, I'd like to live by a river and make a, water wheel. I see this program. No, not Liverpool. I see this program. It was I think it was the first stately home or this place that had electricity, and the person who owned it in the 1800s or whatever, he had a water wheel, and it generated electricity. It was like mad. And these people have done it up, and it generates 800 watts, constant, 24 hours a day, 800 watts. Literally constantly 800 watts. I think it was 1200 watts, which isn't particularly a lot. But if you work out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 1200 watts, literally 1200 watts. I know someone who did that, right? No, I'm not in Liverpool, London, right? And do you know what? The Environment Agency changed. Used to be able to put like something to collect the water, but they made it so the holes had to be so big so fish could get through it. The problem with that, it sort of takes away the usefulness of it. I suppose there's a reason they do it. If ever I see a river, we went to Marlow, and there's this big weir thing, and I thought, and all this water's going, shh, and I'm thinking, they could take 2 or 3 sections of that and make water turbines, couldn't they? Surely. But maybe they can't. Maybe it's just too much money. Something like a river is a constant thing, isn't it? Literally a constant. When we was on a cruise a few years back, we got talking to this couple, and they were Welsh, and they had this they had like reservoirs, and they made fish food. That's what they made. And what they'd done, they had turbines that generated electricity, and because they generated 2,000 watts or whatever, but it was literally constant. Literally, they had so much electricity. He said, in the winter, we just leave all the electric fires on indoors. And, they never ever pay for electricity. But they only got something like 2p a kilowatt. The reason is because it was constant, that's why they don't get wind. She said, wind and solar get more because it's not constant. But because what they generate is constant. Anyway, it should be the same per kilowatt, whatever, right? Tell you what, though. What I do believe, well, probably, yeah. Downtown, where's downtown? Lots of Trojan shit. I know, just idiots, aren't they? What I should do is I probably should do one live and use concentrate and then just give it to people. But I'm too lazy. I'm doing 2 at the minute. Find the meme. I can't bother. But anyway, yeah, they wind turbine in the sea. This is causing whales to wash up. Yeah, but they don't allow wind turbines on land, do they? It was like this. We're going to stop it, and I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. To me, the lump of concrete at the bottom will be, I don't know, not 50 meters, will it? But it'll be, I don't know, 30 meters across, maybe 50 meters. Big concrete thing stunk in the ground. I don't get it. I don't understand why we don't embrace it personally. But what do I know? I'm not an ecologist. I'm not a environmentalist. I'm not an expert on wind turbines or renewable energy. I'm really not. So I can't claim to know. But we should have more interconnectors, shouldn't we? More connectors to Europe. We should all be. You think we'd all get together, really, wouldn't you? Don't worry about Brexit and that. You think we'd all think, do you know what? We need to all. Let's have a European fund where we all just the EU give us money to build them, but we pipe to them. We help them build some, so they pipe it to us. It's. I don't care if you agree with Brexit or not, but I just think it's a bit thick, really, isn't it? EU and all this stuff is thick. It'd be like if I make these in Spain and you're in England and you want to buy them, why can't I just sell them to you? Just to me, it's like what we need to do is we need to screw up lots of stuff because we're the governments of wherever. I don't understand it. I do not understand it. I think we'd all think that's a good idea. It's going to cost, I don't know, £1 billion to put this another interconnector across to France or whatever. France can have loads of renewable, we can have it, and we can buy it off them, we can sell it to them, we can sell it ours when they ain't got any wind. But you know what? We don't want to really, do we? Why do we want to do that? Why would we want to do things that have a long-term mindset, benefit everybody? Probably the most successful countries think long-term, don't they? Here we're a little bit, it's too short-term, isn't it? We've become very short-termist for everything. I want to become rich quick. And we're not thinking sort of generations ahead, are we? I don't think we think of the future generations, really. I looked at my grandchildren and I thought, we should be looking after this place, really. Instead of bickering that China... The thing is, people say China's polluting all this, but do you know how much renewable China's actually putting in? Have you done your research? Have you done your research? And should we do nothing about it then? Should we, they say it's going to skin us. I don't get this. I do not understand how doing all this is going to skin us. I get if the government say, look, we're going to lose a lot of tax. But you can just do it anyway. You put them where it's windy. My mate lives in the Orkney Isles, and they generate 130% of their electricity. So they've got too much. So again, they're a bit like probably Australia. If you try and they don't want you to export it because it's too much. It's too much. So they sell basically all their excess back to Scotland, and I don't know. There's no joined up thinking, is there? No joined up thinking, and it, I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand. We just seem to be a bit like, I don't know. Imagine if we'd have thought about all of this 20 years ago. We'd be 20 years ahead. Like electric cars, if we'd have all gone to them 20 years ago, we'd actually be 20 years ahead. In my 10 years I've been driving them, they've improved no end. Charging speed has improved. Everything's improved, but we don't want to think that. We don't. We're stuck in the past, isn't it? We're going to go back to Olsen cars. I'm not really discussing that. I'm discussing like we don't think long term in this country. But I suppose we don't think long term. None of us lot, do we really? Please tell me you're not a school teacher or babysitter. Huh? Please tell you. All right, I'm not a school teacher or a babysitter there. Well, no, but there was. Until it was called GM Killed the Electric Car. Do you know that? And I remember seeing it in 1997. I went to Epcot. I went to Disney. And in Epcot, they had I don't know, this car, and it was, it charged, induction charging, right? It was called the GM1, I think, or something. And you literally just put this thing in and it charged it. And I thought, wow, and it looked all right, actually. I thought, wow. And that was an electric car. And do you know what? General Motors had that. People had them as an experiment, and they crushed them all. They didn't crush them all. There's some out there, but not many. They crushed them, yeah. I think there's lots and lots of money to be lost. Lots and lots of money to be lost by not having petrol engines. It's the cash cow, isn't it? It's the cash cow. Do I think electric cars should be much more simple? Yes. I think they shouldn't have any of this sort of infotainment stuff. None of that. It should basically have a charger, a battery, a switch, a throttle. And that's it. It shouldn't have none of this, no aircon, none of this stuff that's going to go wrong. And literally, you would have a car that would last forever. Video killed the radio star. I think it's called General Motors killed the EV or something like that. It was. It's a documentary. And I remember seeing it in Epcot back in 1997. That was there. 1997. I went out there. I thought, wow, electric car. It would do something like 80 mile an hour. It would do about 90 mile in range. But I suppose it's really funny. Everybody is fascinated by that bloke who's supposed to have invented a car that would run on water, right? And if you think about it, when he's been killed, was completely rubbish. They won't run on water. They won't run on water. They will run on electricity. You can we can cook on electricity. We can drive on electricity. We can heat our house on electricity. We can cool our house with electricity. We can store energy in batteries and reuse it. But we don't want that. We don't want that. No, we want the noise. And we want hydrogen. Hydrogen's not even a starter. Not even a starter. If it was viable, it would have been made. And you lot ain't even buying them. This one makes me laugh. Was it killed? Who killed the electric? I know it was called. Wish my car. Well, then, but why don't you get it until we join up? No, that's right. I'm just about to buy electric motor. Oh yeah. What one are you going to buy then? I've got a KTM. I've got a KTM 3YD. The Zeros are pretty trick. I tell you what, Energica there. I know somebody's got one there, and that is pretty trick. That's a pretty pucker bike. That is. But there's too many knobs out there, isn't there? Too many knobs down. They're shit. They're just no. We just need tons of charging places, slow charging places. We don't need millions of fast chargers because you don't if you say generally drive to Cornwall, well, fair enough, then you need them, but you don't really drive to Cornwall, do you? I want to buy the new electric MX-5. Yeah. Have you seen the little convertible, what you call it? MG. I don't know what it's called. Cyberstar, isn't it? They're pretty trick. They're pretty. I like them. That's a proper 2-seater electric sports car. I think they're pretty good. But the trouble is, there's too many people. Electric cars are shit. Says they're not shit. What do you think's wrong with them then? This is what I don't understand. This is what I am astonished with. All you lot are telling me they're shit. I'm going, what do you think's wrong with it then? I will agree. We need more infrastructure. Not the fast shit. We don't need none of that. You know, I don't want to install a cable that's that big. You're talking fucking mega money. I don't want that. I need type 2 chargers. Type 2 chargers, they're hundreds of quid. 1,000 people use that in a year. The infrastructure, you don't need hardly anything. And you could have, I don't know, 50 of them up the street. But you lot don't want to listen. You want to tell me this shit. Nah, completely rubbish. I know someone who worked for Graham. Right, he worked for the National Grid, right? Well, you now, I know his phone number. He lives in America now. I know his phone number, right? I'm not going to say his surname, but anyway. Now, I think if you go and if you have a meeting in the House of Parliament with the Transport Secretary and you are in on the meeting, you're talking to him, well, it might have his phone number, I don't know, like Grant Shapps. If you have them sort of meetings, I'm going to think, fuck me, I think you're pretty knowledgeable sort of geezer. And I'm telling you now, he said, yeah, it can handle it. The trouble is, you think everybody, so is everybody going to be, at the moment, everybody's filling their car up. Everybody's driving. You lot are watching me. What, you're fucking watching me on when you're driving along? So if you're an electric car, what are you doing? You're suddenly going to drive your car or charge it? No, you might be driving your car. If you're indoors, yes, you might be charging your car. And also, what's all this? They're going to turn your cars off. No, it's all a load of tosh. You know what it is? Charge smart networks. And what it is, if there's too much power coming out, what they do, they slow down all the chargers. They're going to turn them off. No, they're not. Do you want the grid to melt down so that you can't have any electric for your lights? Isn't it better to slow all the chargers down a little bit so they're still charging, but when you've all gone to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever, we'll turn it back up. And also, all the batteries would be a really good way of storing all the energy. We should have all this renewable energy, all the cars plugged in during the day. This is why you need billions of chargers. All the cars sitting on the street plugged in. When we've got a really sunny day, we'll fill all them cars up with electric. And what we'll do, we'll say, how much do you need? I need 70%. Okay, can we nick 20% out of your battery? Of course you can. Sell it to the grid, so your car will be put back to the grid. And also, batteries will balance the grid. If the grid goes out a bit pissed, right, nothing works. I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to be in a plane if the air traffic went a bit pissed. But then what do I know? I don't know anything. See, you don't know none of this, do you? But bear in mind, don't listen to me because I'm a bullshitter. I'm a bullshitter car salesman. See, I don't know nothing. Do your research. And tell me electric cars tell me batteries are shit. Tell me how shit they are. And don't tell me they're mine. Do you think they're all mine? All these kids down the Congo? Really? No. What are they digging up then? What's the thing they're digging up? Lithium? No, lithium's out of salt. Lithium is one of the most regular. Again, don't listen to me. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. There. Well, you guys think he's talking total rubbish. Do your homework, then come back. What's this? Do believe in years to come, people will using the cars. Mate, what's it called? Power to grid. Grid to load or vehicle to grid. Grid to load or something, vehicle to load or something. That's now. That is now. And you know what you'll do if your car's plugged in. The Nissan Leaf, you can do it now with a Nissan Leaf. Go and buy an Indra charger, right? It's a bi-directional charger. Chamido, you can get an old Nissan Leaf and do it right now. You could buy an old Nissan Leaf that's shit. Will only do about 60 mile. So that's still a 14 kilowatt battery, which is bigger than my battery, right? 13 kilowatt, my Tesla Powerball, and you could power your house up off it. But again, what do I know? Don't listen to me. It's the internet. They're all bollocks on the internet, isn't it? Well, they are nice. I mean, I went out on my BSA yesterday, and when you shut off, yeah, pop, pop, pop. I go out on my Bandit, yeah, pop, pop, pop. And they sound nice, don't they? Go and listen to, an AMG Merc or a Mustang or something. Yeah, they sound really good. Formula One sounds really good. But it's the noise. I have to pay a lot of money for that noise. How many How much petrol are you going to put in an AMG 63? Really? What, about 8 to the gallon? And you've got to drive, I don't know, 300. You've got to drive, you're going to go and do the North Coast 500 in an AMG 63, and you can drive from London, you can do 1,200 mile. What, an AMG 63 at about 8 to the gallon? Yeah, you'll be on the hard shoulder, won't you? You'll be ringing the RAC out. I've moved to Inverness. Can you give me a lift up there, please? I'm broken down. What's up? Well, I had a breakdown because I've put fuel in it, and I've decided I can't pay my mortgage. But you know, what do I know? What's this? I post. I loved it. Yeah, well, no. Look, the noise is nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to Silverstone. Pucker. Even now, the noise is pucker. Go out on my bike. Yeah, it's pucker. Rom, rom. Noise is good. We like noise. Noise is speed, isn't it? And, you know, them engines do sound nice. You get like one in big 5 litres or whatever, 6 litres. They sound good, don't they? V12 Jag. Yeah, they sound really good. You know, but really, I don't know. Most of the time I go to Tesco's. I don't go like round the Nürburgring, do I? You know, would I want to go to the Nürburgring? If I had a Ferrari, I don't know, so I had some some supercar. Would I want to go? Imagine if Bugatti and want to go around the Nürburgring. I think, fuck that. I want to leave it on my drive, polishing it. I want to sit outside polishing it and put pictures on my Instagram of how big me knob is, isn't it, or something, really. But there you go. Best sandwich thing, I don't know, really. Whatever you fancy, innit, I suppose. Happy Pride, guys. What an idiot, isn't he? Yeah, well, they do, don't they? The noise is, the noise is good, isn't it? Noise is good. You know, loud pipes. It sounds good, doesn't it? Because we associate it with the speed, isn't it? You know, noise is the speed, isn't it? Formula One is noisy. IndyCar is noisy. Rallying is noisy. MotoGP is noisy. Motocross is noisy. Anything with engine is noisy. What's the best crisp? I don't know, really. Too many flavours, isn't there? Too many flavours. I like them cracker crisps, actually. My mouth's watering thinking about it. I'm thinking I want something to eat, but I'm in a deficit, and it's like lunchtime. I didn't have no crisps. I had one sandwich, a banana, satsuma, and a yogurt. Normally, I would have had 2 packs of crisps. I didn't have them. And I'll tell you what, literally, after about 20 minutes, it takes 20 minutes for your brain to go, I don't want any more now. I don't need anything. It's 20 minutes. When you stop eating, it's 20 minutes. Again, you should research this because it's the internet. I could be lying to you. When you stop eating, it's 20 minutes. That's why if you have your dessert straight away in a restaurant, you'll have it. If you sat there for about 45 minutes and they said, do you want dessert? I'm pretty sure you go, no, I don't want one. You'd have a drink, but I bet you wouldn't have a dessert. But then what do I know? Cheese and onion, all of them, innit? All of them, innit? All these things, innit? Doritos, all shit, but they're so nice, aren't they? Chocolates, toffee. I've got 2 boxes of toffee out there. 2 packs of nice biscuits, loads of crisps. I always go around and I love it. You can tell when I go shop, I'm a typical bloke. It's like, I bet they look and think, look at that poor sod. I bet he's got nobody, isn't he? Look at my shopping trolley, it's all full of crisps and biscuits and paracetamol. Yeah, was it like biscuits, crisps? What was it this morning? 2 packs of paracetamol. What else? Oh, some ham and bread. Did I buy anything else? That's about it, really. I love it. I love looking at my shopping trolley. It's all the shit. I bought some sugar-free, some Pepsi, not strawberries and cream. I bought one of it. Oh, no, the cream soda one, but the raspberry ripple flavour, is it? That's quite nice. I quite like that, actually. What's this? Can you ask me a question? If you want to. No, I'm not. I'm going to be good. No, literally, mate, I'm strong. All right, we've got the power. I've got the power. And I told you I'm inventing a new hashtag, haven't I? MFP, Man from Plumstead. That's what I said to my girlfriend yesterday. I said, MFP. And she went, fuck the MFP. She went, she might not have said that. She may have said it more forcefully than that. Anyway, yeah, I thought Man from Plumstead sounds good. The trouble is, I went to put it on a thing, and instead there were all these thousands of that hashtag being used, and I thought, I better check it's not some sort of I don't know, some sort of demonstration or something, innit? And it was MyFitnessPal, so I thought I'll leave it on. I decided that, yeah, because I thought paparazzi went wild. Man with aching ribs man with aching ribs was able to make his girlfriend coffee, didn't do the cooking. That was too far when it doing the cooking. She cooked, and he went out on his motorbike. Yeah, was it? Yeah, MFP makes 1 cup of coffee and pisses off out for the afternoon. I mean, well, I had to see my crowd, my people, didn't I? I had to see my followers were out there, and they were all banners were waving. It's like, go Gary, go Gary. We know you can overcome the pain. And I did. I battled through it. And I've gone to the gym tonight. She'll probably think, well, you can make more coffee now. Right, I'm going to go now because it's 10 past, and I'm going in the kitchen. I'm going to do a latte, and I might take the bed. I'm going to take the bed. That's what I'm going to do. But then I know I'm going to take my cup out, and it'd be like, oh, eat me. They'd be in the cupboard, wouldn't they? All them cupboards, they talk to you. They go, eat me. When you walk down them aisles, you shouldn't be allowed down them, innit? Well, I would have good evening. What? How I do that? Not eat them, you mean? What, have them in the cupboards? I want them because I want to eat it if I want to eat it. I'll drink coffee. It's not coffee, it's a latte, isn't it? But I'll go to sleep, mate. Honestly, literally, I'll just go to sleep. I'm a bloke, and I've got nothing on my mind, haven't I? All I've got to do is whinge about me ribs. I fell over running in a race. It weren't even like I was doing anything useful. I was just running and just like fell over. It's like, I nearly fell over on Saturday. I thought, fuck, I can't do that. If I fall over any more running, I'm not going to tell them anything. Well, actually, I'll go in hospital. I'll pretend I'm in hospital. Right, I've got to go. Otherwise, I ain't going to get the thing. Right, good night, everybody. Have a good evening, whatever you're doing. And you stay up as late as you like. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. I'll be in a cold sweat. Thinking, oh, he wants biscuits. No, don't. It's like, I think I've got 2 people on my shoulders, isn't it? Go on, no. And sometimes you think, yeah, bosh, like, shut up, I'm having them. Right, put them in your ears, innit? Have a good one there. Are you on 2, are you? Oh, no. You on 2? You got 2 screens. You like 2-handed. Like that. Right, I've got to go. See you later, you lot. Have a good night. You are. I love the way you're on 2. It's like, I'm on 2, but you're like watching 2. It's like, what's that? Are you watching like that? Are you watching one in each eye? You got those special glasses where you're just like watching one in each eye. Right, I've got to go. See you later. You.